world at myjoyonline.com. Up in this edition, media managers urged to partner with telecom companies to offset rising data costs as they resort to video conferencing app Zoom in the wake of a coronavirus pandemic.
I feel the media has to be innovative, probably go into more partnership with the telcos. I've had discussion with some of the telcos. Some of them are willing to come on board. We should do more barter with them.
We have more as we build up to our hotline documentary throwing the spotlight on the impact of COVID-19 on the media in Ghana. Also, University of Ghana says it will continue with its planned online teaching and learning for the second semester of its academic year, despite directive by President Akufo-Addo for schools to reopen in 11 days.
In business, Association of Oil Marketing Companies hints of 14% jump in prices at the pumps with expected adjustments by the close of week. More at 6:15.
An NHIS boss insists supplementary costs charged breast cancer patients are illegal as radiotherapy units of Kolebu and Komfanochi teaching hospitals justify charges. Thank you for joining us this morning. Now, media managers in the country are being urged to partner with telecom companies to offset their rising data costs as they resort to video conferencing app Zoom in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic. The industry has had to adapt quickly to new methods in adherence to social distancing protocols. General Manager of City FM and City TV, Bernard Avle, says innovations such as Zoom has helped the industry.
For example, if I can bring 4 guests from all over the world via Zoom for my TV show, why on earth do they need to drive and come at 9 p.m. post-COVID? It doesn't make sense because COVID has actually helped me have better panelists. Because in the past, I thought people wanted them to be seen physically, but now with internet, I can see them from anywhere.
Bernard Avle is General Manager of City FM and City TV. On her part, Acting General Manager of GH1 Television, Nana Abanamwa, is proposing media houses partner with telcos. Here's why.
If you have a Zoom interview, it saves you as well. 2 minutes, 1 minute, you're done. Exactly. And the person is in the comfort of their homes. They don't have to come all the way. It saves the company money as well. Exactly. Because usually when you come around, you have to give honorarium to the guest. This is where I feel the media has to be innovative. Probably go into more partnerships with the telcos. I've had discussion with some of the telcos. Some of them are willing to come on board. We should do more barter with them. It's still cost, but you're not paying physical cash for the data.
Here, the Acting General Manager of GH1 Television, Nana Abba Anamwa. There's more in the upcoming hotline documentary titled The Media, a Virus and Survival, throwing the spotlight on the impact of COVID-19 on traditional media in Ghana. It's scheduled to be aired on Monday, June 8. Now, the University of Ghana says it will continue with its planned online teaching and learning for the second semester for this academic year. School authorities say its intended online end-of-semester examination scheduled for between June and July will also be conducted as earlier communicated despite President Akufo-Addo's announcement for schools to be reopened. Winston Amwa joins me in studio with some on this. Winston, what strategies has the university put in place?
So, Kamala, the university's ongoing online teaching and learning program for the second semester of the 2019-2020 academic year will progress as planned. And as a result, examinations for all students, including final year students, scheduled to commence from June 8, 2020 to July 3, 2020 will proceed as originally planned.
And, there have been concerns about those students who do not have access to internet. What happens to them?
So all final year students who are unable to participate in the online teaching and learning program are expected back on campus from June 15, 2020. There'll be make-up lessons, which will be from June 22 to July 10, 2020. And final examinations will be from July 18 to August 2020.
And finally, what happens to the final year students themselves?
So final year standard students will be allowed back to campus to continue and complete their final semester from June 15, 2020.
Thank you very much, Winston Amen. Well, the announcement by the university has triggered some spontaneous jubilation by the final year students at the University of Ghana. Manuel Kranting has been interacting with some of the students who are elated by the announcement. Now, nearly 6,000 foreign nationals have been arrested by the Immigration Service for entering the country illegally during the period of a border closure. Personnel with the Immigration Service were deployed to beef up security at the country's borders to stop people from entering the country. Answering questions in Parliament, Ms. Ambrose Derry said nearly 6,000 foreigners were arrested between March 30 and May 23.
A total of 5,908 foreign nationals were intercepted by the Ghana Immigration Service between 30th March and 23rd May 2020, of which 1,702 were Togolese, 1,414 Burkinabes, and 482 Ivorians.
You hear there, Ambrose Derry, he's the Interior Minister. Now, the National Health Insurance Authority has strongly condemned what it describes as illegal fees charged breast cancer patients before they are administered with life-saving drug Herceptin. A Joy News expose revealed how the radiotherapy units of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital and the Komfanochi Teaching Hospital charge breast cancer patients unapproved fees before they access a medication which is free under the NHIS. Speaking to Joy News in an interview, the National Director of the Oncology Center at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Dr. Joel Yanni, conceded that they take those fees from the patients because the cost of service at the radiotherapy unit is not borne by government.
Yeah, we charge for facility user.
How much do you charge for facility user fee?
It really depends on what the patients need. You need gloves, you need a coverall, you need a face mask, you need IV fluid.
Can you give us a range?
It will range from about, let's say, 150 to about
150 to
about
250.
You hear the National Director of the Oncology Center at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Dr. Joel Nyani, speaking to Ernest Kojomenu. But the NHI boss, Dr. Lydia Jani Selby, says this is wrong.
There are no middlemen between the manufacturer and the teaching hospitals. Every bit of the markup goes directly to them. So again, it is extremely disappointing to find them taste from the patient on top of this. Patients are their most vulnerable. Even when it is wrong, they feel so vulnerable that they cannot make a protest. The team of Provider Services and Provider Payment Directorate are investigating. I'm waiting for their final report.
The Chief Executive Officer of the National Health Insurance Authority, Dr. Lydia Jani Selby. Now, Sanitation Minister Cecilia Dapar says government is committed to its promise of transforming landfills into green recreational spaces as work on some dump sites in the country progress steadily. As a stakeholders meeting for the decommissioning and re-engineering works at the Kpung landfill, she stated the inconvenience it posed to residents will stop with the creation of a new environment for relaxation.
Has a long history, and it takes a bold leader like His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to make this change.
So are we going to see this replicated in other parts of the country?
Yes, Kumasi, these two big dam sites, Uti and Asokwa. The contractor is on site, and the contractor has the mandate for the two landfills.
Sanitation Minister Cecilia Dapar there. The project engineer Emmanuel Sasu has been providing details on what the Kpung landfill site will become when completed.
We'll see transferring to a recreational facility. It could be a golf course. It could be a area for people to come and recuperate from sickness. Because when it rains, of course, there's a lot of environmental hazards. The stench alone is enough to cause some sicknesses. The idea is to bring that to a close and make sure that everybody lives in a very safe environment in the site. It has outlived its design life, meaning that it's no longer safe for the environment.
You heard the project engineer Emmanuel Sasu, who is in charge of the re-engineering work at the Kpung landfill site. Now, former President Barack Obama has thrown support behind the efforts of peaceful protesters demanding police reforms during his first on-camera remarks since a wave of protests over the killing of George Floyd convulsed the country. Mr. Obama offering a strikingly more upbeat assessment of the protesters than President Trump, and White House officials said he believed only a, quote, tiny percentage had acted violently.
And so I hope that you also feel hopeful, even as you may feel angry, because you have the power to make things better, and you have helped to make the entire country feel as if this is something that's got to change. You've communicated a sense of urgency that is as powerful and as transformative as anything that I've seen in recent years. I want to acknowledge the folks in law enforcement that share the goals of reimagining policing, because there are folks out there who took the oath to serve your communities and your countries, have a tough job, and I know you're just as outraged about the tragedies in recent weeks.
You heard the former U.S. President Barack Obama. That's it for the bulletin this morning. But our Arrival Live tips still during the rainy season. Keep a tab on the weather forecast. And if you begin to skid while on the road driving, avoid hard braking or turns. And you may find that your vehicle's windows become foggy. Activate the vehicle's ventilation systems to reduce this type of fog that develops on the interior of your windows and windshields. This is how you arrive alive. Have a great day today.
Charlie, check this.